Good evening, all. I hope each and everybody is enjoying the weekend. Today, I wanted to bring one of the thought which came to my mind today is the tension handling. How we will manage our tension in the real life. There is something a good principle from Dale Carnegie is try to be ready for the worst and be prepared on the worst. This is the best principle if we start working on the real life scenarios. Why? Because our tension will start when there is something unknown is there. There is a fear behind that. Always the fear comes with the negative things. Something if you are trying to think in a negative direction, then our tension will start working on the same thing. So the first thing what we have to do it is we have to be ready for the worst and we have to go with the plan and not to happen the same worst thing in our real life. Most of the case, what is our kind of fears is like a fear of death or fear of unknown, fear of life. There are different fears are there. Our tension can connect to any one of those. Let it be when it is something like there is a blood relation is there, something went wrong or something, we'll predict into a negative direction and then we'll start scaring of the things. Even like we can take it as an example of interviews. Yes, for the students it might help, like people will scare for the interview. Why the students will thought of taking more tension is they'll predict in the negative direction. If they predict in negative direction, they'll feel that yes, one direction is I'm going to the interview, I may fail. Once I fail, what will happen? I may not get the job. If I didn't get the job, many people around me will scold. Many people will raise the question, you cannot do anything, and they start scolding on our regular capability of us. So these kind of things which will be there in the mind first, and we are keep on traveling in the negative direction, but we are having a lot of knowledge to express, for sure we have it, but the concern is the mind will direct us when you enter into the interview room. So there we'll start thinking in the negative direction. Okay, we may fail, end of the day if we fail and come back, what will happen? And this scariness will be there with us. So for this example, you can think in the other direction as well. One direction is yes, I'm scaring and what will happen, my job will go, if I didn't get the opportunity, what my life is, I completed everything, I lost many interviews in the past, again this may fail, if it fails, when I will get the call, all this number of questions, because brain is so powerful, it will reach so many directions so quickly and come back, but bringing back and keeping in the right position is your control, you have to do it. So other way is, yes, I'm ready for the failure. Let me fail in the interview. What wrong with me? If I wanted to gain this interview and wanted to succeed in this interview call, how to be? What is the best reasons which I can succeed in this interview? Yes, am I prepared everything? Is it every content is ready with me or not? Whatever I kept everything in the resume is everything is in line or not? Can I explain each and every word in the resume? If you are so strong in your own real profile, you can feel confident first of what you are knowing. Don't think what you don't know. If you cross checking what you don't know, normally whatever we know it is still less. Why? Because known is a drop and unknown is an ocean in the world. So we should not scare for the unknown things in our life. That is called the fear of unknown. We do that. Most of the time we'll try to predict and assume things with our own smartness. That too into the negative direction, not in the positive direction. Whatever happened, let it be. Let it happen, but it happened for the best only. There's some learning out of failure also. Some people, they will learn the things from the failure and start applying in future and start improving in their path. Somewhere more than this smartness, some people what they will be doing it is they will learn the failures of others as well. They learn the things of lessons learned of the others' failures and start applying in their own life, and they start moving into the life in a successful path. This is what it is needed for us actually. If we are started scaring for the negative things first and start predicting, it is not reality. There is no fact at all. That means we are going into future into a negative direction and imagining that it will happen right now for my case and I will fail. So to be strong, what we have to do it is, we have to feel that let it be, whatever happened, I'm okay for that. Let me fail first. So the worst case, I'm ready. I don't get job today. Okay, fine for me. The interview call will fail. That is also fine for me. But am I put the best efforts of me in that interview or not? Am I ready for that or not? What kind of a questions which they can ask? What the company information which I know? What is the sort of profile the interviewer might have it? What is the experience which is coming from that? If you know some information of the guy who was doing the interview, and if you know the departmental information like a technical domain or something, what kind of a question they may ask from their website, you can get some information. You gather all this information which is connecting to your each and every doubt. This I don't know. What is that? This you have to question before. If you start working on that questions, all doubts, if you starting out one by one before going to the interview, you can succeed. This is one of the small example what I'm telling actually to release the tension. This is for the students, it might help, or the career success into the interviews, it might help. In the same case, in a real life for housewives, or let it be, for everybody will happen. Why? Because our thinking will try to go in the negative direction first. First and foremost thing is, we should not allow our mind to go into the negative direction, because it is bringing to you, there is no useful thing will happen if you go in the same direction. Try to put the other loop. It's a kind of like a Y junction. You bring your thought into the positive direction and start planning your things. Anything, let it be, even for a kid's health or even for anything. Even you are going to outside, also going onto the road itself, you will scare, right? If you take the bike and going also, you'll think of, yes, accident may happen. If somebody comes suddenly, what will happen? We are predicting so many things into negative direction first and start scaring on the real life. Even doing whatever small things in the life itself, you will scare. Holding a glass of water also, if it is a glass, you will feel like it may break, right? Our thought will try to project into the negative direction. And not to happen, what we have to think, we have to plan well in advance, nothing else is there. People who are ready to die, they never scare of anything. That means they are ready for the worst thing in the life. The only one thing which is feeling to be worst is losing the life or losing the relations. That is what the worst thing. We should be ready for that. Why? Because the God is having the power to give the birth and to take the life. Yes, He will do everything in the queue. So we should be ready for that. Then not to happen, what we can do it. Since from the beginning we have to plan it. Similarly, a small incident is happened in my real life as well at I think childhood. It is almost 6 or 7 years age. I think less than a 7th standard class. I am going along with my friend in the fields. A small canal. We went and enjoyed everything, and we come back. On the return, we used to wash our hands and fresh up with the canal water. But the canal is so full. If you get inside, normally the depth will be here. It will come for sure. It may be more than that. We are not aware of it because we are childs. That time, like, we are not so much a big swimmers. We know little bit swimming when there is no much water. We'll do that. But if the water is full, normally we'll scare first. Even though we know swimming, we don't do that. So my friend trying to take the water, just wanted to clean it. Same time, I am also scaring, like not going inside. Just the very close to the shore, I'm standing in with a little bit scariness. I'm cleaning my hands and coming back. Then he smiled. My friend smiled and, oh, why you are scaring, man? It's not that. This slow, very less depth it will be. Why you are scaring like that? He's trying to showcase his skill. Yes, I'll clean. Just see how I'll be doing like that. He started. He kept the one leg just one step forward. He's telling like the side of the shore, normally there is no depth. You can keep one leg and you can try. He kept the one leg and he tried to take water and try to clean. But the water flow is bit more. That little bit slip was happened while he's putting the step into that. He completely went into the water. It's almost, if I leave for one more second or one more minute or something, the guy will go along with the flow because it just came up to here. Then he started crying and stretching his hand. If I take the hand and pull the guy onto the shore, yes, I can save his life. One more thing in my mind is it is very full, completely full water. The water flow is so fast. It is not normal flow because it is like a full rainy season and the water flow is so much. So there is no possibility if something went wrong, both will die. If I try to take his hand, the force is more because my weight is also less. So I will also go into the canal and both will die in the same day. So that is another scare for me. I am fearing of that as well. But if I think one more minute, I cannot save him. Even there is no meaning in thinking after that. Then I feel that okay, whatever happened for the best. Let me try first at least. I felt a little bit dare and try to save him first. Then immediately I felt like okay, not to happen the worst thing. What I have to do it. Then I felt like okay, something else is there to grab it with the other hand. I thought of not doing with the two hands to pull the guy to the shore. That I didn't try it. What I did was I tried to hold the shore with somewhere like a small trees or something. They tried to hold the one hand and trying to use the one hand and try to pull the guy. I tried it. So it was succeeded. So I could save his life. Both of them came onto the shore. Then he felt like so much happy. Hari, today you saved my life. Like that. Then we went back to the home. Even their parents appreciated a lot because if you were not there on that particular spot, my son life may not be there. I couldn't see my son like that, they told. Somewhere I saved his life. But there in this small example, there is a lot of fears actually. It is directly connecting to the fear of life. One is losing my friend's life. Second one is losing my life. If we both die, how my parents will think. So there are a lot of fears around. But I got all these things in my mind immediately when I tried to save my friend. But immediately my brain is tried to prepare my mind not to happen that I tried it, and immediately check for the plan to do it, and immediately I tried what to grab. Just I checked immediately the surrounding, and in the same time I given my hand to him to reach him, because even I delayed one more minute, this guy will go. There is no other go. There is no other possibility. That is what it was happened. This is a small example. You can take it into your life, or maybe like a funny thing, but it's a serious thing at that age to save the life. So anything can happen in the real life. One thing which comes from our mind is the negative thinking first. So better to be strong on our end first and be ready for the worst and be planned on the worst, not to happen what we have to do. Get with the plan, try to learn from the failures, let it be. You can learn from the failures of others as well. If you Google it, a lot of failures, how the big people have failed in their own life. You can learn from them. Nowadays, the smartness is such a level. Technology is in our hand. You can learn anything. At the same time, if you wanted to spoil your life, yes, you can do that as well. Anything more than the required in the negative direction, it's a poison. So something which you are utilizing in the best way of the technology, and you can learn many things and try to be not taking any tension in your own life, and be happy and be successful in your life. Thank you very much. If you feel that there is a thought which was helpful, and try to clear some tension in your own mind, and if you can apply this idea into your own thought, just apply the small things. Need not be in the so much serious things like what I told. You can give it a try. If you got some essence out of it, and you could clear your tension immediately for now, and let me know. Please like and comment below, and share it if you feel that it is useful to other people. I'll come up with one more thought from my thoughts of happiness. Thank you very much. Be happy. Keep smiling. Bye-bye. Thank you.